Hey. I am Dr. Nikki Zeigler. I am the publisher of the HBCU magazine. You're watching HBCU magazine talk. If you're watching, go ahead and tell me what city and state you're watching from. This is a live show. Go ahead and take a moment and tag some people to the live. Go ahead. Hey, you HBCU, what school you representing? Hey, I'm representing Miles College. Listen, I am from Miles College. I love my school. I also represent, Alabama State. I'm a Bama girl. Listen, I'm Bama all day. So if you are a HBCU alumni, graduate, you're going to HBCU, take a moment to go ahead and tag some of your HBCU followers. Take a moment and tell me what school you repping. We're so excited to have our special guests coming on. You guys have been sharing it. You guys have been talking about it. We've been blowing it up. And I thank God for him saying yes. I wasn't aggressive. I don't think I was aggressive, but I did. Like, can you come on my show? And I was just so happy for him to say yes. I had a chance to meet him a couple of weeks ago at the Magic City Classic. Listen, one of the biggest classes in the world. It was people everywhere. Listen, I don't care if you wasn't at Magic City Classic, you wasn't doing nothing that weekend. It was bananas how Alabama State and A&M played. Of course, I'm from that town, so I know how the rival is. Hey, I see our Vice President, Dr. Joe, is in the building. Hey, Dr. Joe, good to see you. I'm going to go ahead and bring him in, guys. He can't be with me long, but just to have him here, I'm so excited to bring Mr. Henson in. Let's get the man of the hour in. What's up?
Good afternoon. How are you? It's good to be on with you, and thank you for making this happen.
Listen, I had to make it happen. Then when I found out that you about to get, I don't know, can I reveal what you about to get from my school? I'm gonna let you tell it because I don't want to pull the thing out the bag. I'm gonna let you. Are you able to tell what you about to get, or am I wrong?
No, I can't say anything yet,
Okay.
but
Quiet.
it's beautiful, it's
Good.
insightful, and
Yes.
it's going to allow me to perpetuate education on a much deeper level.
Okay. So tell the people, listen, they know you as Orlando. That's what they know you as. I know you. I've been watching you forever, never. I know you as Mr. Henson. So can you tell the people who you are? Of course they know who you are, but we have to do
Well,
the
commonly, I'm known as an MTV award-winning choreographer,
yes, you are.
creator of Darrin's Dance Grooves, and then the big hit song choreography for NSYNC's Bye Bye
Insane.
Bye, J-Lo's Love Don't Cost a Thing, Britney Spears' You Drive Me Crazy, and then I had my tenure on the Soul Food television series, so people know me as Lem Van Adam. The HBCU groups know me as Grant from the hit
Yep.
movie Stomp the Yard. And presently, people are watching, of course, The Family Business. So I'm also commonly known as Orlando Duncan.
He don't spill the whole resume out in 5 seconds. You can tell that you are a natural. And I did get a chance to meet you a couple of weeks ago. And your wife is amazing. Of course, I already told you, I love her spirit. Her spirit just warms
Thank
me.
you.
She is so supportive. And so we had a chance to hang out. I was determined to meet you at the classic because I'm texting you and you like, are you here? I'm like, I'm right here.
And we met. We had a great time at the Classic. It was awesome. A few days before that, I was working with Commissioner Tyson, and of course, invited by President Knight to speak at Miles. And
Yes,
it was just an amazing time I had in Birmingham, and it's not over.
that's
So
right.
I'm happy to
Let's
be on with
continue.
you.
My question to you, okay, so have you ever wanted to go to HBCU? I have to ask that question.
The 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 answer to that is yes.
Okay.
Um, and clearly I have spoken, delivering keynote speeches at
Oh yeah.
many of them,
Oh yeah.
and so it's exciting to be in the halls and reading the walls and looking at the work that is being done, not only then but today. More importantly, the education that is being continued in the halls and the importance of the communication between myself and the students about which for some the graduating class will soon be their alma mater, to to pay it forward, to give back,
Mhm.
for the students that are going to be coming after them, and talking about how important that is. because there's certain people, many who are attending the HBCUs, that are there through programs that assisted them to make sure that they not only graduate but graduated with honors. So it's really important to have that conversation.
Wow. So I have to ask you this question. If you was to roll back time, what school can you honestly say you would have attended?
Well, I'm a person who doesn't believe in going backwards, only
Okay.
forwards. So
Right.
I don't spend a lot of time thinking about what could have, should have, would have.
Right.
I always say people know they should wake up on time, they should exercise, they should eat right. Most people should all over themselves. So I try not to should on myself. But moving forward, people will see what my choice uh, would have been.
Okay.
Um, uh, but we're gonna say that in the present moment.
Wow. Wow. So tell me, how did you transition? And we all know you have this, you are an amazing choreographer. How did you transition from being this choreographer to now this amazing actor? How did that happen?
Pure intention, and really, I believe in vision boards.
Okay.
There's a saying: hold the vision and trust the process. And I truly believe in that. You have to create a vision. The Bible says that the people shall perish for their lack of vision. So
That's it.
we know how important vision is.
That's
And
good.
once you hold the vision, once the vision is created, you have to trust the process, which simply means move forward, which simply means trial and error, which simply means take action, which simply means to apply yourself and fix it as you go. You don't have to be perfect, just fix it as you go. And so I truly believe in that.
So what has been happening with the school that you own? Can you tell us more about your school?
Say it again.
Can you tell us more about your school, the school that you have, the choreograph school? Can you tell us more about that? What's the
Well,
future?
I don't have a choreography school anymore, but the many years that I exercised, practiced, and taught dance and choreography, I worked throughout many schools, and a lot of times, a lot of them were HBCUs. But uh, now I spend my time directing, producing, and acting in film.
Hmm.
I pretty much, after Stomp the Yard, hung up my dance shoes. I mean, I can still move now,
Come
but
on.
I hung up the dance shoes in 2007 and have been, directing, producing, and acting in films. And I leave that for the youth. And so I'm in great support of those people who are dancing. I'm in great support of those young directors, stage directors, and great support of those people who are learning how to produce content. And so my position is to support them now and to teach them what I know to help, make their position easier now in the arts.
So what kind of advice would you get in inspiring you? What kind of advice can you give to the person who was your age at the age of 18, 19, 20? What kind of advice can you?
Study, 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 study. Study the greats. You have Debbie Allen, who's there on so many different levels, who's now a television and film producer, who, is a great artist, who, lived the life of dance and choreography, and still does in many ways. You have
Mm,
to study the greats. I have left a historical, look, the horn is going off telling you, listen to what I'm saying. It's confirming the emergency and the importance of everything that I'm saying right now. But I have left a history of information and a
mm,
body of knowledge for people to study from. And so study and practice what it is that you want to do. You know,
mm,
there is no better way than to live in the particular vocation, the particular desire. Live in it every day. Live with passion.
mm. I know you're a dad, right? I know your husband because I met the wife. How is it balancing career, husband, wife? How is that?
Well, it's never truly balanced. Balance means flatlined, and it never is. It's always this way, and rightfully so, because when we go through it, we grow through it, so we can ultimately glow through it. So you're always looking for the balance. You never reach it, but that's part of the job, is to try to balance, is to work on the balances. And and the levels of difficulty and challenges are there only to make us better. So it's through the focus of balancing that makes us better. And so we don't want to ever truly be balanced, because that means nothing's happening. So
Mm,
it's the consistent work towards the balancing that makes us better.
I never thought about it like that. You said when you balance, nothing's happening. Can you explain more?
Exactly. Think about going to a park, and if a seesaw was like this, you would be very bored. The
Right.
the the fun of the seesaw is that it goes up and down on both sides.
That's good. I gotta regroup that. Because I do a lot of coaching, and so I hear people say it. I never heard it like that. Now you kind of put some thoughts in my head, but that
There you
is
go.
some people don't like being, they like to be complacent. I'm more like this. Let's go, let's go, let's
Right,
go.
as it
You know,
should be.
yeah. Okay, this is good. Come on, brother. Come on with it. So, okay, so what's next? I know we can't really talk about the show. I know they want to answer the question about the show. I know we're on
Well,
strike.
the strike is over now. We were on a SAG strike for 3+ months, and the strike is over. So we're back at work in the family business.
Okay,
So season 5 is coming up. I can't tell
come
you
on
what
now.
happens,
Of
but
course.
season 5 is coming up. Also, we're streaming on Netflix now.
That's what I watch it
Um,
on.
so we're on Netflix now, which is great because now it's worldwide. The family business show. Shout out to Carl Weber.
Yeah.
Also, I have another series in the 5th season called the Double Cross series,
Okay.
uh, which is a show that is in its 5th season as well. I played Detective Ryan on that show, which is on the All Black Network. And then I have a big movie on Tubi now that I wrote, produced, and directed, called A House Ain't a Home. And so
Oh wow.
I'm very excited and happy because it's doing incredibly well. We're doing wonderful numbers on Tubi. Thank you to everybody for their support. A House Ain't a Home. And so you can watch all of those on their particular networks, BET Plus, of course, for family business, and now Netflix, the Double Cross series on the All Black Network,
Mhm.
and A House Ain't a Home on Tubi. And as you know, which was happening also when I was in Birmingham, was I'm on my book tour.
Yep.
So I have books out, which is called
Yes.
Intimate Thoughts in the Spirit of Change, Ain't That the Truth, and Life's Teachable Moments.
Mhm.
So, all of those books I'm presently on tour with. And for those people who aren't able to, meet and greet me while I'm on the tour, they can always go to my website, thedarrinhenson.com, and
Mhm.
always acquire any of the books or t-shirts that I have from my clothing line.
And we'll put that on here while we're talking because I want to make sure I point them in the right direction. So in case they do want to go ahead and buy the book and support you and your brand. So what does 2024 looks like for you?
It looks great. 2024 looks abundant to me from where I'm sitting right now. It looks very, very promising. It looks like an expansion time. It looks like an elevation time. It looks like a blessed time. It looks like a time that is going to be one of growth, and really one of extension. I'll be
Mm,
going to Africa. I'm doing some work in South Africa. I'm doing some work in Ghana, and I'm also doing some work in Nigeria. And so I'm very, very happy to go back to the continent because I love going to Africa. It's such a beautiful home. And so I'm very, very excited about the work that I'm doing. I'm releasing some more movies.
wow.
And of course, the 5th season of both of the shows are coming on. And then I'm going to be doing some more directing. And then, doing some really great work in HBCUs in 2024.
And we're gonna definitely be following him and keeping you abreast on the things that he's doing. I so believe, supporting HBCUs is everything. I'm an advocate of that because I feel like
It,
a
it
lot.
really, it really, really is. And of course, I'm going to be on the cover of your magazine. So I'm excited about that.
That's right. Listen, that cover launches tomorrow. So we're excited to release this cover. I just feel like, with all the education that you have, with all the things you have going on, you're such a pillar to what we need, with the HBCUs. I think a lot of us look at you as a role model to say, if God can do it for him, he can do it for us. And that's what it's all about. We're supposed to be a light. And I talk about the light a lot
That's right.
because I feel like a lot of the African American male need someone who they can look up to in a positive way. How you carry yourself with your wife, how you carry yourself with your children, how you're balancing life, and you're not apologizing for it. You have so much experience. So I do have to
No,
ask this.
not at all.
I do have to ask this question. The moment they called you and told you that you got the job to choreograph Baby Bye Bye, what was your response? Were you like,
Well,
how did you?
it's amazing because, you know, again, I think when people think about paying it forward, they always think about the other person. But when you pay it forward, you help yourself as well. So when you extend yourself to help other people, you're already helping yourself. So I met in Sync in 1990, maybe 6 or 7. So I had been doing work for them already. So the prior work of what I did only led to the time and the opportunity to create such a profound song, which was Bye Bye Bye. So once again, did I know it was going to be the big hit? Did I know I was going to win an MTV Music Award? Not at the time. But again, if you hold the vision and trust the process, dreams do come true.
Wow. So you did scream though. Just tell the truth. You scream. Did you kick to the side? Did you do a flip? All
Oh, I
that.
promise you, I did all of that, you know? And it's so amazing because you can actually see all of the years and everything that I did in my documentary. It's called The Untold Darrin Henson
Yes.
Story, Darrin's Dance Grooves. And that's on the All Black Network as well and on Amazon Prime. So everything that I dealt with, all the dreams, everything that I was working on and dreaming about, and everything that came true, working with Michael Jackson, Prince, winning an MTV Music Award, television shows, all of that can be seen. That information has been documented and in the documentary, which is on the All Black Network, The Untold Darrin Henson Story. But I tell it my way. You get it from me. And so it's a very
Can I say
profound
that's
story.
important? That's important now. When you hear from the horse's mouth, because when you're dealing with TV and you're dealing with Hollywood, they have a way of doing what they do. And so for it to come from your own mouth is everything. And what I
Absolutely.
love about you is the fact that you've kept the record. Like you're really good with your cameras to say, okay, this is who I am. This is what I've done.
Absolutely.
You
Yeah,
had the
I wanted black and brown people to be able to see. I wanted the diaspora to be proud of themselves through me. You see,
That's
God
good.
works through us to us. And so I wanted people to see me, a guy who was born and raised in New York City in the Bronx, who didn't have much, but my dream was enough. And I want
Mm.
them to know that. And so I speak about that in the documentary. And, I pray that it blesses people.
I'm quite sure I've already blessed a lot of people already. We know that. So I'm glad. Listen, I told you not gonna hold you long. I know you're busy, but I'm just so glad you could have even said, "Hey, Dr. Nikki, I can't meet anymore." You hold your. I could tell that you definitely a man of integrity because you definitely was like, "Okay, we're gonna do this interview." And I've
That's
been
right.
waiting for weeks and weeks. I was like, "Okay, I've been excited all morning. Like I know it's gonna be a good interview because I really want us to touch the lives of people and let people know if God can do it for you, he can do it for them as well. And
That's
you
right.
definitely have lived that life. Your gifts are making room for you.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
so I cannot wait to follow you on this journey. We definitely have your back. I told you that when I first met you. I'm like, I got you. We want to definitely showcase what you are and what you're doing. And so I'm delighted to have you on the show. Is there
It's
anything
so
else?
it's thank you so much. It's so like it's just mind blowing when you think about how truly blessed we all really are. But we have to vibrate within our blessings. We have to just stand in them, sit in them, lay in them, walk in them, talk in them, feel in them, communicate in them, knowing how blessed we are, and then the blessings multiply. So I want to thank you for giving me a voice on your platform. I want to thank you for telling my story and giving me the cover. I want to thank you for everything that you're doing in the community. And so we hold you up as well. And I can't wait to show the world the magazine and the cover. And so,
Yes.
because I'm proud of it already.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, you have an amazing day. Don't forget to kiss the wife for me. And I will see you when you head back to Alabama. Don't come here without texting me and let me know you're here so we can have
Absolutely. Have an amazing day on purpose.
Thank you so much, sir. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Wow, what a fresh breath of air. You heard it from him yourself, guys. Listen, he's doing some amazing things. I mean, when I met him, he was so welcoming. You could just feel that he's a spiritual man. You could just feel that he has a passion to give back to our community. All you HBCU people that's on watching this or even watching the podcast, we are on podcast now as well. I'm excited because this has been a really good interview. He is such a touchable person. You meet celebrities all the time. I mean, I have. I've been meeting celebrities since I was 20 years old. I've met the best of them and the least of them. And he is such a jewel, and you can just hear the genuineness that he have for our community. I hope you guys have enjoyed the interview. I pray that you go and visit his website, go get his products, go listen to his documentary. You can just feel the love he have for the people that God has created. Listen, every Tuesday we're here. Every Tuesday we are here doing great interviews, giving you great content. I call ourselves the Good Trouble. Shout out to John Lewis with Good Trouble. I'm excited. Next week we have another guest that's coming on our show. We have three guests coming on the show. Cupid Shuffle will be here next week. Y'all know Cupid Shuffle. Y'all do the dance at all your barbecues, your parties, graduations, birthday parties. You're known to do Cupid Shuffle. And so we're excited to have him on the show. Also, we'll have another two civil rights movement artists that's coming to talk about their journey and how they fell in love being civil rights advocates. I'm not going to tell you who they are. I'm going to surprise you guys with who they are. I'm so excited to meet them. They're going to come, husband and wife, going to come together and tell their story on how the world tried to divide them up because of the color of their skin. And they got a new book that's coming out. They'll be on my show, on the HBCU Talk Show next week. Listen, go ahead and share this show. Tag some people who want to hear good media, good trouble. This is our third show. Every Tuesday at 1:00, you'll come here and you'll be invited to be a part of the HBCU Talk Show. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let us know that you're on. Let us know that you're supporting. And we're so delighted to have you. Listen, once again, thank you for coming. And you guys have an amazing day.